Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. Today guys, we're going to be working on this Fiesta. This has been sitting around for a little while, waiting for parts, bits and pieces and stuff. So I think I can get a video done today on this. We've got brake pads to change because they're low. And a few other bits and pieces around the car I want to get sorted out today. But there's I want to get this one on the ramp where this one's in the way. So we need to get that outside or swap it over, and then we can get the black one on there and yeah, start the work. Someone is coming to look at this one today, so fingers crossed that goes. Who knows, but it is what it is. So yeah, hope you had a good weekend, guys. It is Monday morning, yeah, let's get into this week. So let's do this. So like I was just saying, we're going to do some bits and pieces on this car today. And I want to get it on the ramp over here because we're going to do the brakes first, take the wheels off, strip the brake pads, get all that calipers working all right, making sure they're not all seized. Yeah, and all that good stuff on the brakes. But I need to swap it over. So let me get this one out because someone is looking at this one today. And yeah, still a nice car, really nice car, this one. Come out really well. There was some bits and pieces, like little touch-ups around the car that I was doing. And I was just using like a little cotton bud and that sort of stuff. But yeah, all in all, really nice, smart, decent one, this one. I'll just put it on the ramp. Just wanted to have a look underneath, just make sure it's all okay still. And yeah, it's all good. So fingers crossed for later, but you never know. But let me get this one out of the way. Let's get the black one on, guys. And then, yeah, start doing some bits and pieces around the, on the 1.2 black one. So let's do this. Right, okay guys, so as you can see, all the wheels are now off, all four wheels, so we can have a good look at these brakes. I do want to look at the actual back drums as well, because on this one, with the handbrake not applied, it does seem to be binding a little bit. It's there, you see it, watch, ready? Shouldn't be doing that, I think that should be freewheeling. So, I don't know if they need adjustment. I don't know what's going on there, but I thought, let's take this apart, let's have a look inside, let's clean up all the drums inside, the pads and stuff, and see what we can do with these rears, yeah, as well as the fronts, because the fronts are quite bad. It's really binding, and there's hardly any disc, there's hardly any pad, Brembo's, but hardly any left over, I think, on that pad there. So yeah, I'm going to take them all apart and do normal stuff, make sure these sliders are working properly and that, have a good clean up whilst I've got it on the ramp. Like these tyres, I've had a look at them. I'm not sure about a few of these guys. I think I'm going to have to replace definitely this one. That's well low on that wear indicator. You can see it going across there. So that's going to be in replacing this one. This one's okay. It's got loads of tread on that one, and that one, and that one. So it is just that top one needs replacing. So yeah, I'll have to get that done. But let's crack on with the brakes. Let's get that sorted out first. Let's get on with that, because they're just really, I can't even shift. I can't even move that one. So that's seized, definitely seized. So let's take this apart. Let's find out what's going on. Let's clean it up. Let's get them running nice. So I'll just about move it. God. Okay. Right, let's do this, guys. I'll set you up. So there we go, all cleaned up. Yep. And I like to check just to make sure they're, spinning all right, okay, and it spins really well. So that's all good. You just see me clean up the carriers, the discs. We've got new pads going in. Well, new pads actually. These are over here. So there's my new pads. A set for that side and a set for this side. I've checked the sliders on these carriers as well, and they're all good. Go in and out as they should. I have pulled them out. Let me see if I can grab one out. And they're all greased up. No dirt. So yeah, I haven't really got to do anything to them because they're all good. Yeah, so they're all good, guys. Right, so it's just a case of matter of rebuilding, really, and sticking it all back together and put it all back on. And yeah, sticking them all back on, and let's move on. So let's do that next. Both sides. I might have to push these. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to push it in a little bit more with me set. So I'll get on, I'll find out which one it is, and then I'll push the pistons back in place, and then I'll start rebuilding it. So yeah, let me do that, guys. I'll set you back up, and let's get this done. And then we're going to jump on the back, and we're going to have a look at these. I've got to do a little bit of repair here, if you notice that. I've got to find out what's going on. I think it's been had a little hit inwards, so I might have to pull it out, and that needs sanding right back. Maybe painter's got to do that. I don't think I'll do that. So yeah, but that little damage there, we've got to sort that out as well. And they're just binding. They're just kind of grabbing. I don't know if that's normal, because I'm not. What it is that because I've got the ramp now, I can lift it up, and I've got all four wheels off the ground, so I can have a real good look at the brakes at the back and the front. Whereas before, it was kind of up and down. It was kind of like, do you know what I mean, jacking it up on the jacks, then the jack stands, and so there's a lot of fluff in the back. But it's a lot easier now. On the other side, let me show you the other side. It does spin, but I don't know if it should be grabbing or not. I don't know. I feel like that maybe the handbrake needs a little adjustment on it. Maybe that's potentially holding it in place as the hand. It could be the handbrake actually. I think that's. Let me try. Yeah, solid now. So it might just need a little handbrake adjustment. Go down a little bit further. It could be. Yeah. I think it's the handbrake adjustment. So let's get in. Let's get the others. Let's get the front done first, and then we're gonna have a good look at this. The rears, because I'd like to get them freed up and yeah, adjusted. Better than what they are anyway. Definitely better than what they are. So yeah, okay, right. I'll set you up, guys. That's enough waffling. Let's do this. Okay, cool guys, that is done. Brakes all back together on the front, and yeah, a lot better, a lot better. There's a lot more play in it. You just see me use a grinder there, but I was just grinding this edge of the disc away, because what was happening is that it was actually scratching and scraping on this shim. On that shim, it goes down, it goes under, and there's another piece of metal that goes in. And it was scratching on this edge of the disc itself. So I just took a grinder to this edge. You can see it, this top edge here. Just took a real small, a light grinding onto that, just to take away the surface rust. And then it stops it from, because what's happened, the surface rust has obviously made it a little bit wider in diameter on the top edge of the disc, which has then pushed it against the shim on that side, if you know what I mean. So I just took it away, and then that will stop it from scratching and scraping, and then that way the new owner won't think that the pads need changing, because they can hear a scratching or a screeching. And yeah, so I took that sort of away, because yeah, I didn't want to think that. But I'll do the same on this one. I've got to do it on here. You can see that it's just only the top edge of the surface rust of the disc. So it's nothing really major, and it's probably going to be, as I'm spinning it, I can't really hear it scratching, but it's probably best just to give it a light, very, very light sort of going over with the grinder. And it's not a cutting disc I'm using on the grinder. It's like a blemishing disc, basically just sort of blemishing and taking off the surface rust of metal. So that's what I've been using, yeah. But that's that done. That's the front kind of there. So I'll leave that for a minute. Now I did say to you that I was going to try and attempt to do this, guys, and look into sort of taking these apart and have a look inside it. But when I was doing the handbrake, I was lifting the handbrake up and down, and it's kept doing that, and it's just literally freed it all up. So I think it's going to be right just to leave. You can hear it slightly scratching, but you know because what's happened, that could have been like this. The handbrake could have been up, and over time it's the car's been sitting there, so the handbrake's been up for so long that when you put it back down, it kind of seized a little bit, but over time, once you use it a few times, it'll sort of free itself back up or go back to normal, and that's kind of what's been doing, really. Let it go back down, and then it's freed back up. So yeah, there's a little tolerance there, a little sort of little grab, but I think that's kind of normal. I've looked into it, looked online, so I think I'm going to leave the rear drums. Like I said to you, I've never done one before. Took it apart, but it looks like we'll save that for another video when they actually need it, like serious, yeah. Okay, right, that's that. Now let's move on to the next thing, which is probably going to be, I want to get this wing on. Yeah. I want to get this wing on, so this will be the next bit. Is we'll get this wing on and then try and line it all up, see what it looks like, get the gaps right. I have got a few visitors today, so I'll be sort of waiting for them to turn up. Actually, one of you subscribers is turning up today because potentially he wants me to get a vehicle for him that he's been looking at and basically pick it up and fix it up for him. So I'll keep you informed and to see what happens with that. So that's one. Another person wants to come over and see me. Not a subscriber, just someone that's sort of in sort of word of mouth that someone sort of wants to. I think he's got an Audi A1, and he wants to fit side skirts, front splitter, and some spats or something on the front of the car. So yeah, so that's a potential another job that's going to come in, and obviously I'll do the filming on that as well, show you and show him how I'm doing it and what I'm doing on the car. So yeah, I'll keep you informed, guys. But for now, let's move on. Also, I want to get this off because I have got some bits and pieces for this car, but I haven't got all the bits. And basically, what I'm missing is this. This is what I'm missing: the condenser. For the aircon, and I have to get the right particular one. So the pipes have got to be in the right position. These have to be in the right position. So if you look at that one, that actual pipe at the top, it comes inwards, whereas this one goes outwards. So you've got to be careful, and you've got to get the right one. This is the original one that comes from the car. So yeah, I've got to find one of these because I've been doing Fiestas for a little while now, guys, you know that, and I've gathered a lot of parts, and that's the whole reason why I keep bits and pieces, because I can come back to them. Now, this actual rad here is the correct one for the one I need. So the top pipe's in the right position, the bottom pipe's in the right position. So that actual radiator is one we're going to be using on there. As you can see as well, there's loads of fans sitting around. There's one there, there's one there, there's two up there. So these fans are everywhere as well. So I can use the fan and the radiator's up there to fit in this set, but I haven't got one of these aircon condensers, so I need to source one of these. I think I found one, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet, because a second-hand one, they're like £75, but Euros, car parts, I've had a look, and they'll do it for, I think it's 120, 115. So for 30 quid, am I really going to bother getting a second-hand one when I can get a brand new one? I just don't know in a minute. But that's, that's 30 quid that can go towards a new tyre. So that's the way you got to look at it. You got to look at it like that. But yeah, so we've got to find some bits and pieces for the front end. This slam panel, I think, is okay to use. I just got to take it apart and have a look at it to make sure the clips and brackets and stuff ain't been broken. I think it's okay, but I just need to take the old one out, because that radiator in there is not the right one, again, for the one I need. You can see that the top pipe is kind of there, bottom pipe's on the left. On this one, top pipe's there, which is kind of in the same position, but the bottom pipe's on the right. So I can't use, that's the original one, so I can't use this one, but I can take it out, and it's a spare part, and I can use the other rad to go in there. So yeah, a little bit of a explanation there, but I just thought I'd sort of share that with you. So that's where we are. So yeah, I'll set you up, guys. Let's do the wing. Let's get this crash bar off, because I want to just straighten up these brackets as well, because obviously the actual crash bar is fine. Didn't actually get hit, apart from when the slam panel was in the middle and the slam panel got pushed, the bracket got pushed out towards the engine very, very slightly. So you just sort of bent. You can see how easy they are to bend. Just want to bend them back, but I just want to get the bottom part bent back as well. So yeah, I like to take the bolts off, lay it on the floor, and then just straighten it out properly. So yeah, there we go. But let's move on, and I'll give you a shout and let you know what happens when yeah, he turns up, and we have a chat about the vehicle that he wants me to get. So let's do this. So there we go, guys. As you just saw, I've got a few bits and pieces done now, and I'll just talk them through you now. So, yeah, this is had a whack and smashed the glass. As you can see, smashed. So that needs replacing. And it's heated as well, so you've got these two little wire connections that heat the glass. And I haven't got one of these, and I'm going to get one ordered so I can fit it. And then the other thing as well is that this cover is just sort of all like faded and crappy. There's nowhere near the paint colour. So yeah, I've seen this before on another wing mirror that I did, and it's just not even worth trying to paint over this. Absolutely not worth it, because it didn't happen last time. I don't expect it to happen again. So have I got another one? I think I've got a new one in my parts. I'm gonna have to find it. I think I have. And then, so that's that. Yeah, so sorry guys, that's that. And then I took this off, didn't I? Straightened that up, put that back on, so that's all good now. Brackets are sitting in a good position. And then I put this slam panel on with the radiator that I had spare sitting around. And this is the reason why I wanted to sort of try, just get the rad in to see if it leaks. It's not on the floor, but it's like coming, it's wet. It's coming through here and here. So I don't know if it's because when I filled it up with water, you have to bleed it with this little thing here, and you have to undo it. And it was undone, and some water come out. So I don't know if it's gone back to the front, but I don't think it has. I think there's some sort of leak there, so I might have to get that changed over as well. Don't really like that. Can't really trust that, guys. So yeah. But this is the reason why I wanted to test it. Put it on, have a look, see if it leaks, you know. I've got loads of bits and pieces and parts, but not every part is going to be suitable for what you're doing. So that was the reason why I put it on. So that's that. Obviously, I filled her up, so put the battery on, which means I can run the car. But we have got some codes coming up. Take it down a little bit. So I plugged her in, and we've got some codes coming up here, look. So, but there's a lot of things unplugged. All the wires are unplugged at the front. Even the crash sensor, the crash sensors at this one at the front, and the bonnet release latch, it's all unplugged. So everything's unplugged really. So it's not really the best time to be plugging her in. But I just wanted to see what was going on, because yeah, it's making a noise and I don't like it. I'll let you hear it, ready? Okay, can you hear that? So it's like a whining. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. God damn, this is what the timing belt on this one. This is when I've done timing belt. So, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take this cover off. I'm gonna have to hold the engine up, take this cover off, leave this one on, and then see if I can run it to see where the noise is coming from. I think, I don't know, it feels like it's coming from this cover. It really does feel like something's hitting this cover. So yeah, I'm not happy with that at all. So I've really got to strip it down a little bit more. and find out what is going on. But oh, that is definitely going to be for another video, guys. That is going to be the end of today's. And in the next one, I'm going to be sorting that out, whatever that is. We've got to get that stripped down a bit more, have a look at it, and find out what's going on. Could be a number of things, but we'll see. Windscreen as well. We'll put the windscreen in. And yeah, just keep going with it. But I'm not happy with this rad, guys. So I think I'm gonna have to get another one as well. Get a new rad pack, get something, and get that changed over. But yeah, for now, that is going to be the end of today's video. Just quickly before I go, Mark, one of the subscribers, turned up today. He's looking for a van, Transit Connect van. He'd like to purchase it and buy it, and then get me to pick it up, bring it back to here, and then do the work on it. It's it's a van that he's been looking for. It's a really nice one, and hopefully he wins it. He's looking at it tomorrow. So hopefully, Mark, good luck. Remember, mate, don't go over your budget. We spoke about that. So stick to it, guy. And hopefully you win it. Let me know, mate. Message me, and I'll go and get it for you. So, yeah, let me know. The other thing as well, the other guy turned up with the Audi A1. He wants some skirts fitted, splitters, and that sort of stuff on his Audi A1. So that'll be another video coming up, probably next week now, but I won't be able to do it this week. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But for now, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Really appreciate the support. Don't forget to drop me a comment if you've got anything to say, and I'll see you guys on the next one.